Second nature for children is in the house. Hope everyone is doing well. Once again, I got my guys with me, so we want to make sure that we always stay on topic and on subject with dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul. And so tonight we're going to deal with the mind a little bit. We're going to deal with the mind a little bit. And I had a comment from someone, and I'm going to make sure that we take this comment and dissect it and let my guys give their perspective on it and let them give their perspective on mental health, something that really plagues the Black community and something that we needed to address many, 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 many years ago. And we're paying the price for it today. And there's a lot of different mental disorders and mental issues and mental illness that's plaguing the Black community. And we're going to just chop it up a little bit today. And I know that it's very important that we continue to bring this subject and this topic to the Black community and to the people at large. So make sure that you go now and subscribe. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up. And make sure, family, that you share this information, because if you say it's not for you, I guarantee you know someone who needs this information, because every video I put out has substance. I can bag it up. If you say it's not true, you can shoot me a comment, hit me up, snfchildren@gmail.com, and then we can make it do what it do. So I want to share something before we even get started, and then I'm going to let my guys go with it. But we're going to look at a comment that came in on a video that I posted with his mental health. And I know it's a little small, but I'm going to read it. And someone hit me back and said, this is one of the main areas most parents and adults fail children, because adults of today were failed in this area as children. And it goes back for generations and generations. I've been preaching that for many years. I agree. Now, here we go. But mental health begins with spiritual health. That's where I disagree. That's where I disagree. And we're going to talk about that tonight, that mental health begins with spiritual health. I disagree. And this person here must have never worked with mental health illness people, because for over 22 years I've dealt with mental health, and I've dealt with people that's been in good spirit but was mentally ill. So you couldn't even tap into their spiritual to make their mental well, because they are mentally ill. And there is a connection between mental health and spiritual health, but your mental health in certain situations does not begin with spiritual health. Now, spiritual health plays a big part, as when we go back to slavery. I would say it played a big part because we was not as mentally astute many, many years ago. So we was more of a spiritual people. So it was first because that's what we knew more than anything else, was reaching out to something, looking within or looking outward, and using our spiritual being to try to make it through what we was going through at that time. And we was not as bright as we should be today mentally. So I disagree with mental health begins with spiritual health. Do you guys want to jump in on
Yeah,
that?
let me jump in right quick on that one. I'm glad you pointed that out. If you just go by the dynamics itself, and not sure the person that made that comment, they might not be well astute of history also, because that's how they enslaved us, with the mind. A lot of people were okay spiritually, which goes back to piggyback off of your comment earlier. They didn't have a problem spiritually. They had a problem mentally. And if you know your history, it always told you when they started changing the dynamics of slavery, you have to get the person in the mind. If you get the mind, the body will follow. They don't enslave people from getting them from the spirit. It starts with the mind. And the mind will program the body. So I'm with you on that, Brother King. But you have to know the history, your own history, to know the dynamics, because that's basically how it works. That's how the body works and the dynamics.
I got you. I understand. Bro Barnett, you want to jump in on that right there? Piggy out Brother D, or just come with your own perspective on it?
Yeah, I got to some degree, it ties in with the mental. When we're talking about mental illness, that's deeper. You know what I mean? That's deeper. As far as, let me put it this way. As far as keeping your mental healthy, spirituality plays a part. Let me go with it like that. For instance, what we got going on right now in this world, in this society, all around the world, right? You got wars over here, you got us, inflicting each other, doing harm to each other and all of that. How do you deal with that as a spiritual being in a physical world? Because we are spiritual beings in a physical world. Okay, so the spirituality keeps you, I guess, like an anchor, keeps you grounded to a certain degree. But when you talk about going deeper as someone being mentally ill, that's a whole different level we're talking about there.
Absolutely.
But as far as keeping you grounded to deal with the circumstances, consequences going on around us, spirituality plays a part. But like I said, when you go deeper, the illness or, whatever, being bipolar, etc., that's a whole different ball game right
there. Okay. I definitely understand that. And definitely your spirituality plays a part. Mm-hmm. And it depends on the situation. And I'm going to take it from a fitness aspect of getting someone to get in shape. I'm going to take it from that point, because you can look at it from different ways, but I'm going to take you in the way of physical fitness. And then you can share with me a way that you would like to take it, because I'm telling you that it starts here first in fitness, okay? Because when you're dealing with the brain, you have to understand the study of it. Your brain is a activating machine, and it loves to repeat. Mm-hmm. It loves to repeat. That's why it's so hard for people to change, because they don't understand. Yeah, they don't understand how the brain works. It wants to continue to do what it's been doing. So now you have to try to make your brain do something different. Now watch what happens. Watch what happens. There's a scientific fact that shows that the mind and the body and the soul comes together, because they say that it's a neural pathway that runs through your body that connect these three areas together. That's why they dub them the three brains, because they either control how you feel or how you react to something. And you have to learn how to connect them together. Activate. If I come to you and come and tap into your spirit first when it comes to fitness, that means I'm working to tap into your discipline, that which comes from within you, your self-control, your consistency. I'm working to tap into the principles of success. Okay? So if I were trying to tap into your spirit first, I'm trying to tap into your spirit first. I'm trying to get you to come to the gym. I'm trying to get you to come to the gym. I'm trying to get you to be consistent. I'm trying to get you to be self-control. I'm trying to get you to deal with the things that come from within you. Now watch this. Facts. It'll never work for a long period of time if you haven't programmed it here first. Because it's read that this is your achieving machine. It loves repetition. So if I'm trying to dig into your spirit to get you to come to the gym, if you haven't activated it up here, because you're either going to have to imagine, you're going to have to envision, you're going to have to put it up here. Because what you got to understand is at 6 o'clock, when I'm asking you to come to the gym, at 6 o'clock, this been doing something else. And it's continuing to try to go and do something else that it's been doing for so long. So it takes the connection that which dwells within you with your discipline, your consistency, your self-control, your principles that I talk about. You have to make sure that it starts here first to begin to activate, to make the change that need to be made. During the process of you working on the changing, now you have to work on and connect the discipline to it. But if I just try to bring you in spiritually and this is not ready, then I'm going to be standing in the gym waiting on you, looking for you at 6 o'clock because you hadn't activated here first. And if you find yourself beginning to come to the gym, that's why so many people at the first of the year, they always say they want to do something different. They have great intentions to do something different. They want to do something different. And they may start off for a week or two doing it. One of the biggest reasons they don't continue doing it because they haven't activated it here. That's why in most situations that I deal with, it starts here first. Then you connect the things that come from within you to this. Then you can go and get in shape physically. So it starts mentally, you can tap into your spirit. Now we can go get in shape. But if I try to get you spiritually first, and I haven't got you ready here, ain't nothing we're gonna be able to get done until I can tap into your mental state first. What you think about that, fella?
So okay, let me ask this question. You think that's the majority of people in that regard?
Now, are we talking about physical fitness when you ask?
Yeah, we talking
Because
about physical fitness. Yeah.
okay, so when it comes to physical fitness, I would say that's everybody.
That's everybody. Okay.
I would say that's everybody.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. All it makes sense, but I'm just curious. But as far as percentage wise,
I would say it's everybody. And then because watch this right here. Say you activated, okay? You ready. Boom, you connected to the things that within you. So you come into the gym, you gain your work, you gain your work, you gain your work. Now, say all of a sudden, I don't see you start missing days. Now I got a question I got to ask you. Did you really program it? Or were you just working off the spirit first? Because once you program it, Once you program it, I got you in the gym. You got to make your mind up first. I got you in the gym every day at 6 o'clock once you program it. But if it's not programmed, when you study the brain and see that it just want to repeat what it's been doing, if you don't, and that's the connection, definitely, that it goes from here, then it taps into here. It's just like trying to get a job, okay? If you get a new position on a job, you have to make sure that mentally you tapped in and you ready for that job. Not just spiritually, because if you going in every day on time, this, that, once you get there, if that mind ain't set to handle that job, hey, things are not, it's not gonna go well. And I can promise you this right here, and I want you to look at and think about this right here. After a certain period of time, if it's not locked in, what you're doing, it's not gonna last. And I just want you to think about this. That's why most folks can't continue to do something when it involves for them changing if they haven't locked it in up here first. Because think about all the years, and we're just dealing with fitness, and you can go into an area that you like to go into, but since I'm fitness and I deal with the mind, the body, the soul, I got to go mental first, spiritual, the things that come from within you, then we can go get in shape. But they all three must come together, and that's why I teach complete wellness. Because if you can set your mind, I got my mindset, then you got to tap into your spirit. Because you keep telling me you got your mindset, but you're not making it to the, why you not coming to the gym? Why you, do you really have it set? You're not coming. So you either you fooling yourself, yeah, you fooling yourself. You got to get it up here because you keep going to Popeye Chicken at 6 o'clock. You keep going to wherever you were going at 6 o'clock because you've been going for so long. And so now what I want you to understand is this right here. And I want the people to understand this as well. I want them to be able to see why it's so hard for them to change. It's so hard for them to change because they don't understand how to work this. You got to work this first. And a lot of people don't know how to work it. That's why everyone needs a mentor. For an area that you may be lacking in, your mentor may be the one who can get you over that hump in that area, show you how you do it. And so a lot of us won't even accept help. You know how long I've been accepting, putting out that I will help someone? Do you know how many people literally I know that's overweight and obese that I've been crying out to? I help you. It's free. Information is free. Information is free. All you have to do is reach out to me and I will set up a consultation. I will talk. It's free. But watch this right here. They haven't activated this yet.
Man, I got you.
Bro, D, you got anything you want to say on that?
Yeah, let me get a little piece of that.
Go on and bite it.
Also, the body is not gonna do no more. I look at it like the mind, like a computer. This is the CPU unit. Okay. This is the command center. So to Brother Barnett, if it's not right here, because this is the motor. This is what gets everything rolling up top. And it could be all the good intentions, whether it's, spiritually, and just be totally well grounded. But all it's gonna be is just like burning fumes. If it's not here, it's not gonna stick, because this is where it all begins. This is the memory bank and everything. This is your storage and your engine and all of that stuff. These your notebook, your calendar. It holds all of that. So this right here, this is your plug. It all begins here. So if you go back to slavery, slave owners, they didn't catch the slaves and say, we're going to get them, we're going to get them if we get the spirit, the body will follow. They had to get it here, get the mind. So the mind, once you get the mind, the body will follow. It doesn't go like once you get the spirit, the body will follow. You got to get it up top. And so that's how you got, like, that's basically how you control a group of people. Like even in scripture says, a lost generation from lack of knowledge. So if you brainwash people, you can get them to do whatever you want them to do because you got them up here. And it don't even have anything to do with the spirit. You got it right here. You control the key if you get it right here. And that's what the slave owners did. You get the mind and the body will follow. Even if you go back to one of the oldest professions, city to city, pimps. A pimp, he got his chick, he got it right here. She'll do whatever you want her to do. If you control the mind, and that's how he made his profits. And that's the oldest prostitution, it's the oldest business, pimping.
Well, I definitely would go with, unless someone could, and even the person who sent me the comment, I shot them a comment back, asking them to come on and give their perspective, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to get your perspective on why you made that comment when I know for a fact that it starts here. And when you're dealing with mental health, like I say, there are different levels. And then you got different categories. Like I say, you got mental disorder, you got mental illness, you got mental issues. So I don't know if they really, look really into it before they made that comment. And that's why I was asking them to come on and just give me their perspective on why they made that comment. Because like I say, I can take it into fitness and tell you why it's more important that I need to start right here. I need to get you locked in right here first. And then I connect it to that which dwells within you. And then we can go get in shape. Because been personal training for over 35 years, everyone that I tap into, I have to tap into here first.
Right.
I have to make sure that they are, I have to make sure that they are mentally ready, because now I'm waiting on them to meet me somewhere at a time where they used to be doing something else.
Right.
Well, they got to lock in. And once you lock in that, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, now you got to tap into your spirit and those things that your heart desire, your spirit desire. Now you got to connect them to your mindset. Then we can go get that body in shape. For most things to be successful, it always comes with a combination. It ain't just one thing a lot of times. It comes with a combination of things. It's just like if I wanted to get further as fitness, okay. Fitness is not, and I've been seeing this for over 30 some years, for whatever, however many years. I've been seeing people come in the gym 10, 15, 20 years on a consistent base. You see them on a consistent base, but they getting bigger. Either their body is not changing or they're getting bigger. Reason they're getting bigger, one of the reasons they're getting bigger is because they haven't put the three together. When you're talking about fitness, You have to make sure that you begin to learn more about nutrition. You have to make sure you understand toning of the body to put your weightlifting in. And you have to make sure that you get an understanding of cardio. You have to put the three together. So what
Right.
happens a lot of times, you have people coming in and they say they working out, but then on the most part, they overeat their workout because they feel like since they worked out, now I could just go eat or do whatever I want to do. No, there's a nutrition plan that comes with that workout. Because if you go and burn 200 calories, but go home and eat 800 calories, you just killed that workout. So you have to learn how to
Useless.
balance the three
Mm.
when you're talking about fitness. And that's the same thing when you're talking about complete wellness for the as the mind, the body, and the soul. You have to learn how to work and balance the three if you're gonna be successful. And just imagine you got folks who went out and say they made a lot of money. They made a lot of money, but then they damn near dead because during the course of making the money, they 300 pounds, 400 pounds. They didn't balance out their journey of being successful because they put so much attention into one area or whatever area they were shooting for, so they was lacking over in the other area. And that hurts us. We got to learn how to balance for us to have a successful journey, a successful life. We got to learn how to balance facts, the three areas, and that's the mind, body, and the soul. And I promise you, you will not live a fulfilling and healthy life until you learn how to balance those three out. And that's a problem that I see we're having as a people. And I'm so glad that we're dealing with mental health because when you look at someone that's overweight or obese, I don't know if they're unconscious to your health is all you have. So there's a must that you take care of yourself. And I know in the Black community, there is so much trauma that we have encountered in our communities and in our environment and just our upbringing and from generation to generation where we are very unconscious. We are a sleeping people walking around where a lot of us are like zombies and we're unconscious that your health, you have nothing else. You can lose money, get money back. As the religion folks say, you can lose your soul, get it together. But if you die, it's a wrap. So it lets me know that mentally something is wrong for you to continue to walk around and not take care of yourself, knowing that a premature death is coming my way. We're not thinking. It starts here. We're not thinking. Where's the thought? Where's the thought? Where's the thinking that lets you know, damn, I got to get it together? Why I got to wait for the doctor to tell me I'm almost dead for me to get it together? So it lets me know it's something that's going on here. I'm not thinking. Why my bell haven't went off yet? And sometimes when people say, I got to get it together, sometimes for them, and I've seen this and it's so sad, it be too late. Now you say, well, coach, it ain't never too late. Okay, I can agree if you got the right mindset. Once a lot of times you find out what it takes to make it, a lot of folks don't have it. A lot of a lot of folks just don't have it. So I'm so glad, fellas, that we're coming in and we're talking about mental health, and we're going to continue at least once or twice a week to come out and share this information. And I hope that the family grab a hope to it because we need it. We need it. And it's so sad to see that when wisdom and knowledge is on one side, and a fight at Church of Chicken is on another side, that the fight at Church of Chicken get more views. It's really that it's it's really,
It's
it's
not the
really
fight, man. It's not the fight get a view, it's the chicken.
Sad situation.
so
Churches
I hope
3, people 0.
I'm just glad, man.
Oh boy.
I'm just glad I'm built different, man. I just glad I built different, see things differently. I mean, I just can't imagine. And I know what you're saying, man. I'm more conscious than ever before. You know, when you observe people moving around, you know, I'm like, dang, bro. Damn,
and see
sis.
It's
and I
sad too.
and by you saying that, that comes from here.
Yeah,
See, there's an awakening that comes. It ain't like it's come from your spirit. Now, once it come from here, then you're gonna act on the things that come from the spirit. You know.
I got
So
you.
so I would like, if anybody see it any different, snfchildren@gmail.com. You can hit me up. Come on, give your perspective. Shoot us a comment if you see anything in any way different. I say it starts from the mind first, from the scenarios that I gave. If you saying it's come from the spirit first, I would love for you to come on, give yours, and explain to me why you saying it comes from the spirit first. And make sure, family, if you still with us, you can hang it now. Make sure you go and subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you share this information with someone, because I guarantee you know at least 10 people who need to hear it. So we're going to get ready to close out. We got 3 minutes or so. Brother Burnett, you'd like to close us out with a statement?
I mean, you on point with the points you made. You on point. It's factual. All I can say, man, is we need to, you know, evolve, man. We need to get better mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever it is it takes. You know, tomorrow it might be too late. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, so let's do what we can to get it together.
I appreciate
That's
it. We're gonna keep putting this information out, and we're gonna always come on with information, man, dealing with the mind, the body, and the soul, to try to liberate us as a people. And hey, bro D, you got anything? We got 2 minutes left to share before we get out of here.
Yeah, I just want to say we gotta free the mind. We gotta free the mind, because we're in bad shape mentally. We have a lot of people that haven't been diagnosed that have mental issues. There's a lot of mental instability. And so for us to really get the ball rolling, it starts with the mindset, because there's so much mental illness. And if you get that mind right, you can get the body right. And that's where, you know, unfortunately, like you say, we're losing the fight between Popeyes and churches, you know.
Absolutely. And once we come back together, I had some other things I was going to share. And like I say, it's no problem. When we come back together, I'm going to put some statistics up. And I even have statistics dealing with mental health direct with the Black community. As a people, we are definitely in trouble. And like I say, as I see you walking around, I can see that there's a problem if you're overweight or obese and you're not doing nothing about it. That's one problem that I can see. Now, from me finding out anything else, I may have to have a conversation with you. Then I can pick some other things that comes from your mindset or come from within you. But if I see you and you're not understanding that we're dying prematurely because we're not taking care of ourselves, and complete wellness is everything. That's why I teach it. You have to learn how to connect the three together. And so we're going to leave it right there, fellas. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to hit you up because Sunday, we're going to talk about those 3 words, and I'm going to give you those 3 words. And if anybody would like to join us Sunday, we're going to deal with the 3 words. I want to get your perspective. Do you think that these 3 words are hurting us from the Bible? So we're going to deal with that Sunday at 8 o'clock. Family, I appreciate you. We're getting ready to click it out. And I'll holler at you guys in just a second. Much love, and y'all take care.
All right, man.
You as well. Y'all be blessed, brothers.
All right.
Absolutely.